Hey guys, how's it going? I hope we're all doing well. So we have so far in the chat Avril Bellis, Gina Hartman, Janet, Sarah Kost, Behenical, Behenical, Millen S. Hello, hello. There's more of you guys. I'm sure the chat's just catching up as we speak. I might be subdued. Maybe I'll wake up. I do have a fairly strong vodka here, so I might wake up in a bit. But I do feel kind of like, hey Violet, do you want to come and say hi to the people? Yes, okay, come and say hi. Do you have some cat ASMR? No, she's quiet. I'm a bit tired today because I didn't sleep very well last night. I went out for dinner, so I didn't get as much sleep as I would have liked. But the dinner was nice, so it's fine to not have had the compromise for the sleep was worth it. All right, some more of you guys are coming in now. So we have Lulu, MK, James, Carla de Libra, Codex 1, Devon Hollins, Lisa, Hannah Anderson, Chilfinit, Felicia Dunlap, 152 for Scooter, Caitlin England, Lala, Carby Girl. Oh, we like a Carby Girl. I'm a Carby Girl too. I had some pizza earlier. It was pretty good. An oven pizza, but pizza nonetheless. Amanda A. Counting, Katie Hopkins, Tamara F., Taylor Morris. I want to hear the purr machine. Yeah, she's gone already. Sorry. B. The Bookworm, Speedy Marie, Tia Scott, Helga Arenstrand, Meg the Artist, Elizabeth Trumbull, Gabby, Hextras Workaholic, the Head by Default, Hilda, Elena Billieu, MK again. Does your cat sleep and cuddle you next to you, or does she sleep by your foot? The cat doesn't often sleep in bed the whole night. She kind of comes and goes, but if she does come in the bed, she sleeps at my feet. Yeah. Siobhan Seymour, Luna, Gina Hartman, Bryn Scott, Chantel's Wasted Life. I mean, there's no lies there, are there? Emo Runner, Geeky K, the one like that's Eyre. Yeah, like that's Eyre. Oh. The one that likes Eyre. Sorry, I'm being stupid. Teresa, M.E., Lulu, Catty Wampus. Some of you guys are hilarious. Zoe Wynn, Citizen Kanan, Silken. There's many more of you guys. Sorry, I'm like running behind now. Hey, Rose. The whole time you've been quiet, and of course you've got to start. Somebody on the farms actually suggested I should get them a toy. We're going to look at the farms in a second, by the way. But somebody suggested I should get them a toy with like treats inside, and that is a very good idea. I completely forgot about it. So what I'll do is I'll take this one away, because otherwise they're going to play with it and be growly. Yes, Daisy, the sheer look of disappointment in the face. She's just like, you just take my toy away like that. Why? So, what was I going to say? Yeah, I did. That is a very good idea to do the toy thing. I would have to put them in separate bedrooms though, because they fight otherwise over it. But I completely forgot about it. The one that likes Eyre. I'm excited about tonight's live stream. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it, and thank you for the super. I was going to say super stick, it's not the super chat. I forgot the word then for a second. I don't know why. My brain was like malfunctioning for like a split second, but thank you. I appreciate it. So we're going to look at both of the videos because they're only short. But what I wanted to do first is I wanted to go over a post by Jayne Eyre on the farms, which was posted on Sunday. So I'm like literally almost a week late with this, but obviously things were happening in my life that were quite a distraction, shall we say, in terms of losing my channel and everything, which is back now, which is great. 152 for Scooter. Thanks for the motivation. Working glutes hard. That's always good. We like a good glute day. I'm actually training glutes tomorrow with Lucy, and I'll probably film that as well. So for people that watch the vlogs, check that out. By the way, like the stream if you haven't done so already. Before we get into everything, it helps me out enormously. And if you haven't subscribed to my vlog channel, I'll link it. You should do that too. So I've decided to make the second channel that I created just in case. That's now become the vlog channel, and it's also it's monetized now. I'm going through the process of monetization. So that is basically happening there. But let me just link it in case you're not following it. And what I'll do on there is mostly vlogs, basically. So to keep it separated. The lipstick, I'm not actually wearing a lipstick. I'm wearing a lip oil from Dior, just like a lip oil. I was wearing a lipstick and I didn't like the color on camera. It looked kind of crap, to be honest. So I just took it off and I put a lip oil on instead. A Dior one is quite nice, actually, because it doesn't have like that weird scent. I've used other lip oils and I like the feeling of a lip oil, but they always smell a bit funny because it's like an actual, like an oil. Fucking words are really hard for me today, guys. I'm sorry. I'm aware. I'm sounding I don't want to put myself. Can I pin this? Oh, I can't even pin this. Can I? What's that? Oh, I don't even know what to do with that. Never mind. It's in the chat. If I have a moderator here, which I don't know if I do, can you pin messages? If you can pin a message, then pin my my second channel. But if not, don't worry about it. So, hi Daisy, can I help you? So let's look at this stuff. So before we get into it, we're going to look at some April Lauren, by the way. She's going to do some marathon running, which we'll get into. But I want to go over this post, like I said, by Jayne Eyre first on the KiwiFarms. I've linked the post in the description of this video, so check it out later. Yeah, please do like the stream. I would appreciate it. And I guess, for people that don't know April Lauren, which most of you do, but there might be some new people coming in or people that are from April's side, just to have an understanding of like why we are talking about her. And it's because she lies a lot. And it's I feel like she puts out not necessarily bad information as such. She is what she's doing with her channel of being on a weight loss journey or claiming to be on a weight loss journey. She's doing everything but, I mean, she has lost some weight, but she's not open about the way she goes about it. She's not willing to do the thing that is ultimately necessary, which is counting calories and tracking your food. Additionally, she has a very large platform, so she does reach a lot of people. And it's the method she's doing in terms of she preaches a slow method and slow and steady wins the race. However, that only applies to the sustainability of her food. She's quite prone to doing extreme things like deciding to run a marathon when she's morbidly obese and has a bad knee. She does quite extreme sports in terms of kind of almost CrossFit-like workouts, which is not necessarily recommended when you're morbidly obese. You should focus more on your form and making sure that everything's done correctly, as opposed to just doing like fitness challenges. And she's essentially, she doesn't work, which there's nothing wrong with not working. But if your full-time job is to lose weight and you eat all this healthy food and allegedly tracking and you're doing all of these things and you have no success, it actually works as a deterrent for a lot of people that watch her that also want to lose weight, because I look at it and I go like, oh, this woman's doing all of these things. She has all of these financial freedom to invest in all of these clothes and shoes and go on all of these races and have all of these gym memberships, go and shop in all of these nice places, and she still has no success. So like, what's the point for me? So yeah, basically it's what she's doing with her channel and the lack of transparency. It's I think it's not appropriate when you're in a position of power, I suppose, when you're a person of influence, and this is a problem in social media in general. So basically, I'll share the screen. What am I doing? Share screen. Oh, sorry. Pushing the wrong buttons. I'm telling you, I'm really tired. So bear with me. So if we share this one here, I'll do the audio as well straight away. So this is a post by Jayne Eyre. I don't know if I can make that bigger. Can I zoom in a little bit? Let me just scroll in. This is probably... Oh, here we go. I can make it a little bit bigger. So basically, they put this comparison together of April. She's allegedly lost 100 pounds. Let's start with that. Like, I do not believe that she's lost 100 pounds. Because 100 pounds is literally like a quarter. At that point, would have been like between a third and a quarter of her body weight. No, stop it. Do not start now. You're being naughty. Do you want to come? Come here then. Okay. So, hey, excuse me. No. So she's allegedly lost like between a quarter and like a third of her body weight without really, excuse me, do you mind? Without any, it's not really that visible. And she doesn't weigh herself on camera. She just tells us what she's lost. So this is, stop it, Rosie. Enough. Good girl. Nay. Enough. Stop it. She's just growling because she's being a moody pants. I don't know why. So here are some comparisons of like her at her heaviest and her at her lightest. Stop it. So if we look at these ones here, I think this is quite an interesting one. This June 2020 to December 2020. I think here she discovered filters. I think she got the phone that 3D Beauty is using, and she's discovered the filters because she's got like the weird pointy chin. But it's just interesting to see how really there's not an awful lot of change from their perspective. And then she did some body comparisons as well, which is, I find also interesting, because apparently allegedly this is where she's at her highest. This is supposed to be when she's, this is also June 2019. And obviously this is when she got to her highest. And then this is her highest versus a year later when she's supposed to be almost 100 pounds down. And like, there is a difference. I'm not going to say there isn't, but I don't know. Is it 100 pounds? I don't think so, you know. So I just thought this was an interesting post, like if you want to look at it in detail, because it just shows it a bit more. Because the thing is the way she does a lot of her comparison pictures is, it's kind of deceptive, because she wears clothes that basically are like Spanx. She stands and she positions herself in a certain way. She has a certain stances and stuff. So it's very easy to, what's the word that I'm looking for? To trick the eye into thinking that there's progress when there isn't progress. And let's not forget, she actually has a background in like marketing or something like that. So she would have known how to present things in a certain way. So who is Reagan? I have no idea who Reagan is. It was one of those girls from the major personality issues, lies and anger. When it comes down to weight loss, journeys are triplets. Yes. The June 2022 is professional photo, probably the most accurate. When was that? The June 2022. Oh, you mean from the faces here? Yeah, that's true. I mean, it probably is the most accurate, isn't it? First time watching you live. Welcome, Jenna Senft. So we're going to look at the first half of the marathon training. I just thought it was interesting to read the disclaimer in here, the passive aggressive disclaimer that is obviously aimed at me. I do not share my experience to give you a template for what to do or what not to do with life, fitness, food, or weight loss. Except for she has done several videos where she does give her advice on like what she is doing and isn't doing. It's an optical illusion. That's it. Yeah, the one that's like Eyre. That's exactly the word I was looking for. Thank you. And thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. So, you know, that's all well and good. But technically, the second that you are, you have a channel and you're putting information out there about what you're doing, and you are telling people what your tricks and tips are, you are kind of giving advice, right? I believe we all have very unique circumstances and needs, and must be responsible for our own choices and finding what works for us individually. Nobody is that special that they need something different from everybody else. Now, some people are maybe a bit more carb sensitive than others. Sure. Some people maybe have PCOS, where that means that you do have to diet a bit harder. You have to be in a slightly deficit. Some people do have to work a bit harder than other people, sure. But it all boils down to eating as much whole foods as possible and being in a calorie deficit and tracking your food. So nobody's that unique that those circumstances are different. I encourage all to seek guidance from vetted professionals and not self-purported experts. Now, obviously, this is aimed at me. I technically am a vetted. I am technically a vetted professional. I have a personal trainer qualification, and obviously, like at this point, I have worked with hundreds of people. So that she doesn't like my expert opinion, that doesn't necessarily mean that my opinion is not valid. I am qualified. I never got onto the register because you have to pay for it in England. When I got my qualification, you need to pay to be like a registered personal trainer. I never did in-person personal training, but I am a qualified personal trainer. I did the course. It's not so hard. Anybody can become a personal trainer. So, besides that point, what the experts like myself and Alan Roberts are saying is the same thing. Eat healthy, eat whole foods, track your calories, stay active, drink a lot of water. And, enjoy life in moderation. You can eat things here and there, but not all the time. Quick fix solutions, along with guilt and shame-based marketing schemes, intend to profit off failures and confusion. Okay. You are worth doing the work, figuring out what you need to live each day a little healthier and brighter. So, all right. Just to clarify, Reagan used the claim to run a marathon, known to have done one at a slow walking pace. Talk like she was a top-ranked athlete. Oh, I think she's got a thread on the farms, right? I don't look at that thread, but I believe she has a thread on the farms. I've heard about this. Yes, I know who you're talking about now. I don't actually know the person, obviously, but yeah. Lucy, we are going to do a reaction to April Lauren literally in a couple of seconds. So dieting is free. Well, I mean, like the food you have to buy costs money, but the effort of tracking things and weighing things out, I guess that's free. Michelle McDaniel posted a girl who has PCOS and another disease and lost almost 100 pounds. Michelle McDaniel herself has PCOS and endometriosis, I think. So, she herself has these problems as well. So it just shows that you can be fit and healthy, like actually fit and like be in good shape. Hold on, let me rephrase it. You can be in good shape and still have these problems. It's just not as easy. It's not as easy for everybody. I'm not going to deny that. If you come from like a background where everybody is eating bad food and stuff like that, it's probably going to be harder. If you have been obese since you were a child, it probably is going to be harder, of course. Maria's Variations, 199 super chat. Sorry, I don't know what I was reading now. That's super stupid of me. I lost 190 pounds since November 21. She lost 50 at best. 190 pounds. Well done. Can we get some like clap emojis in the chat, please? Because that's freaking impressive. That's a whole ass human being. That's a grown man that you've lost. That's impressive. Well done, you. Really well done. And so let's get into this video. Do I put her on 1.5 speed? I'll put her on 1.2 because she speaks a bit slow and I think a bit fast. So, and let's do the quality. Let's up that a little bit as well. Come on, we can do better. I've got my Wi-Fi, so let's see what April has to say, shall we?
2023, I'm running my first half marathon. While I started...
Oh, she's only doing a half marathon. I thought she was doing a full one. Okay. That's all right. I don't know. Like, how much is a marathon? 40 kilometers. I don't actually know. One thing I'm definitely not qualified in distance is running. I don't run. It's just not my thing. I have 42.2 kilometers. Okay, 42 kilometers. I don't run. I don't know anything about running. I don't know how you go about training for running. I have zero interest in running, and I'm never going to pretend that I know anything about running. But a half marathon, 20 kilometers, she's going to walk that for the most part, isn't she? And like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, if you want to go and walk 20 kilometers, then why not? Like, what is that, 4-hour walk? I guess something like that. Maybe 5, 6 if you take breaks.
Did my official training on December 12th, 2022. I had recently completed a Couch to 5K program.
Is a Couch to 5K an official program, or like, is that, do you have like a running coach with that? I know a lot of people do Couch to 5K, but do you talk to somebody virtually? Because I guess if you start training for something, do you need a coach? Maybe not. But she did mention having a running coach, right? I wonder if that's still a thing.
Yet it's really the little things I've done consistently over the last 2+ years that have gotten me here.
Like, you mean the progress that has halted for over a year now? Yeah.
30-minute mile pace right now. I started at 352.8 pounds in September 2020. I had reached 333 pounds and walked my second mile for time. Almost, like I'm over a quarter of a mile. You guys, I am almost at 15 minutes in half a mile at the same time. This is going so much better than last time. This is so much better. I can't believe it. And there are so many more flowers. Officially at the half mile point. Resting for just a second. Just 1 second.
Of course, I'm getting lots of emails now. Isn't she like 5'1"? I think, what did I say this? I think she is. I think she's like 5'1" or 5'3" at the most, but she's on the shorter side for sure.
But I gotta go, so we're just gonna have to walk and talk. Can you guys tell, like, I feel like I'm talking better while I'm walking?
Keeks, this is an old video, by the way.
Did it.
This is not now. This is old.
Mile. We're about to go. We're about to get it. Man, these glasses. I need some new ones. I thought they were so cute, but I look like Mrs. Santa Claus.
September 2021. I mean, she's obviously lost weight since then. I'm not going to deny that. It's obvious.
In college, I learned about marathon running for the first time, and I fell in love with the very idea of running a marathon, romanticized marathons.
Who romanticizes a marathon? Like, for real though. Oh yeah, I sit at when I feel lonely, I sit at home and I think about that one day that maybe I will have like a 200 kilo deadlift or a 200 kilo squat. That will never happen, by the way. But like, who romanticizes running a marathon? like he can have goals and ambitions, but like romanticizing is a bit of a strong word, no? to place on a race, on a running race. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's because I don't understand running. I don't understand the passion behind running, so maybe I cannot imagine myself romanticizing it. But yeah.
As a child, running felt like freedom. It always brought me joy. Yet, as a young adult, I did not feel worthy of even visualizing myself running a marathon, of being someone who would run one. I just felt shame for not being that person. I never considered I could do small things over time, and those small things could change me and mold me and help me become a runner. Instead, I let that shame keep me frozen. And as I worked on my weight, the way I approach myself in relation to my body, my thinking.
Like I said, I'm not a walking expert or a running expert, but I'm going to say the swinging of the hands, it doesn't seem like an optimal use of energy. I feel like she's burning more energy than she should. Like, shouldn't you be more keeping the hands more firm to the body, maybe? I'm not sure. Her VO2 max is with a little ball. Yeah, Roberta Muniz, she really does. She hits Eva. Oh, glad to catch you live. Happy 35k subs. Thank you very much. I did hit it before, but I got them all back, so that's great. And thank you for the super chat. Yeah, she gets really out of breath from her walks to a point that's kind of surprising, that she's in like over 160 beats per minute heart range for a walk, like a brisk walk. I'll give her that. It is a brisk walk, but still, that is scary.
Has just evolved. My perception has changed from I can't to why can't I? Why not me? Seeing how small changes compound over time, feeling the.
And actually, I don't disagree with that message. I don't think you should ever feel like, I mean, there is limitations to things you can do. Obviously, be realistic about your abilities, but things like running a marathon, unless you have like medical problems or joint problems or something like that, then like, yeah, if you want to run a marathon, I'm sure you could train for it and you could run a marathon. Maybe be realistic on timescales and how long it's going to take you. But I don't think there's anything wrong inherently with that message of saying like, why can't I? Because like, why not? If you want to do something, do it. Like, nothing's really stopping you but you. Maybe your finances, maybe just like general circumstances. But for the most part, I'm sure if you wanted to partake in activities of any kind, you can. So, you know, that's I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
The benefits of progress, especially the small incremental progress over time. I know I can do anything I set my mind to, eventually.
Eventually, except for counting calories and tracking your food, except for that. That's one big thing that's necessary for weight loss.
To her neighbors, and like, why are you talking about my granddad or something like that? They like meme the hell out of her. Yeah, this camera angle kind of gives you that look. All you gotta do is put your arms behind your back and kind of look forward.
Last summer, I set out to run a 5K and started a Couch to 5K program. Week by week, I grew stronger mentally and physically.
We're almost there. I have my turtle earrings on. I don't think I showed y'all that this morning. I'm very excited to wear them while I,
Do you know what? I do believe she's got those face filters that Chantal is using, because her face looks very similar to, like, she doesn't look like Chantal. They look different in terms of like the inside of the face, so to speak. But in terms of the shape of it, it's like, I reckon she's using those filters 100%. She discovered the filters, and I reckon that's what she's doing, because you can tell by, I don't know, just the way the shape is, isn't it? It's literally just like how Chantal's filters are when they're on.
run for turtles.
I understand now that if I put in the work, I can make anything happen. I understand that each little step forward is the reward. Life doesn't happen on our timeline, so with patience, purpose, and persistence, we can make anything happen. The journey to anything that's worth having, it won't be what we expect. It won't play out like we think it will. Yet, putting in the work, working to have patience with the process.
Oh, do you hear the violins in the background? We've got some, it's not Einaudi does the piano, but we do have some very dramatic music in the background, of course.
2022 tested me time after time. Each time I moved forward stronger, exhausted, but stronger. As I continued towards my first 5K, the picture I had of what it meant to run or to be a runner faded. My fantasy faded into reality, and my reality was infinitely more meaningful. Running, even if...
What are the words she's saying? Hold on, let me slow her down, because she's talking, but I'm getting lost in the word salad. I don't know what currency that is, but thank you for the super chat, Julia Macedo. October last year, I weighed 102 kilos. I started doing Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu and stopped snacking at night. So far, I've lost 20 kilos. That's awesome. And you're doing some really badass martial arts. I'm all down for that. Especially if you're a woman. All women should learn some martial arts and all women should lift weights. It will give you confidence. It's good to know the basics of a punch and that you can punch somebody in the face if necessary. Don't mean get into fights with people, but just to protect yourself and get away. And it's good to know that you're physically strong as well. Hey, Violet, do you want to come here then? Come here. Here we go. It's good to know you have physical strength. So I very much approve of you doing jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai. That's awesome. Oh, careful with the mic. Oh, let's see what she was saying here. Hold on.
My fantasy faded into reality, and my reality was, as I continued towards my first 5K, the picture I had of what it meant to run or to be a runner faded. My fantasy faded into reality, and my reality was infinitely more meaningful. Running.
Okay, so she's basically saying that she is very proud of the fact that she managed to run 5K because she never thought she could run 5K. But in a Pinterest quote. Kind of. Oh, yes. Right.
Even if slowly, week by week, a little longer, a little further each time, my body got stronger, more balanced. And while running, my mind rested, found the love of running I had when I was a child. Running allowed me to feel free. And now it brings me that.
It's really weird listening to her at normal speed. I don't like it. She sounds drunk to me. I know she isn't. I'm the one that's getting drunk. But yeah, I'm not a fan of her at normal speed. It's like, it's weird. Oh.
Same feeling, but even more. Free of thought at times, settled, free of expectations, free of fear, free of negative self-talk, free of forcing my way. And I found a rhythm in running. Running has brought me joy. My experience.
So Chantal's wasted life. That's not running. I would agree. It's jogging. But is jogging the same as running? I don't know. Let's ask Google. Is jogging the same as running? Is there a speed on it? Let's have a look. I actually don't know. Jogging has no set definition, but is usually thought of a slower form of running. While it may not be quite a full run, it's a different movement pattern and pace than walking. For most people, running includes moving at 6 miles per hour or about 10-minute mile, which equals about 30 minutes for 5K. Below that pace, you are likely jogging. Okay, there you go. Lily T. Oh, wrong one. Thank you for the super chat. She's destroying her joints and her bad knee. Over 40 will be awful for her if she doesn't lose a lot of weight soon. Agreed. Yeah, and I think running when you're morbidly obese, especially with a bad knee, is just lunacy. But April knows what's best for her. So, you know. Hi, Daisy. But yeah, no, I think I would even think that vetted professionals and experts, I think they would tell her that she needs to perhaps give running a miss if she is recovering from a pretty serious knee problem. But you know, I'm not a doctor. Oh, I don't know why I did that for. I'm not a doctor. Oh, she's gone, ain't she? Oh no. Oh, the irony of her laughing at me and then losing her channel. Sorry, I was had to say something because it's funny.
Your experience, and that's okay. How I see running will not be the way everyone sees it, and that's also okay. As I've wrestled with my mind these last few months, I felt small, defeated, and sometimes hopeless. Yet during my runs, I always feel empowered, capable, and at peace. In November, as I was reflecting on what ifs, what if this, what if that.
You see, when I run, I just get a stitch, and I wonder how much longer I have to go, and like, you know, when will this runner's high come? It never comes to me.
What if this next year, next month, next day?
Yeah, she did.
What if tomorrow was it? What would I hope?
Yeah, she did. She basically gave me shit because I went to the farms to like notify people, and I was like, I don't know what to do. And she basically laughed at me on Twitter, and then, you know, people were happy when she was gone. So there's that. Gabby, again, I don't know what currency that is, but thank you for the super chat. April's dream of jogging shows her low expectations. I mean, I think dreaming of like wanting to do a marathon is not, I mean, like, it's not a dream that I would have, but I know a lot of people think about doing it. I don't know if I would romanticize it, but I don't know. is it low expectations? I guess maybe if you've like never been able to run, it's relevant. Maybe it's irrelevant. It's not a dream that I would have, but there you go.
It looked like. I'd wish to be free, feel joy,
Thank you.
to feel my blood pumping, my body moving, companionship of my husband, family, closeness with Heavenly Father, and to have lived my day serving and uplifting others and fully. I would want to spend my last moments progressing and outdoors living and not drifting to sleep, dreaming of tomorrow, being lulled by scrolling social media or Netflix. I want to live each day, whatever it brings, working forward. Since my first 5K, I did a 4-mile glow run for my birthday. I did a virtual Halloween 5K with my best friend. I did a turkey trot with my husband for Thanksgiving, the Green Beret jingle jog, and I committed.
Isn't it like, I know that setting goals is important, but wouldn't it make sense to kind of aim more for, when is she going to do this? Does it say when she's going to do it? No. But wouldn't it make more sense to maybe like aim for a 10K first before doing like half a marathon? Maybe like actually run a full 5 kilometers. Because we know she doesn't run a full 5 kilometers. We saw her run 5 kilometers the other day and she walked half of it, literally half of it, or a third of it. So wouldn't it be better to actually, the goal to be run a complete 5 kilometers without stopping or walking, and then maybe progress up to like a 10K? Because if it's taken her pretty much a year almost to, well, is it almost a year now to do 5K and still not be able to run a full 5K or jog a full 5K, then doing 20K as a full jog, that's going to take a long time, right? I don't know.
Myself, my husband, and a sweet friend I met through my channel that we would all run a half marathon together. Running a half marathon will require me to progress towards it. Inch by inch, day by day, it will give me direction beyond weight loss. It already has. October, November, and the first part of December feel blurry to me. Yet, I manage small, gentle steps forward. I continue to move, and I didn't fall back into old patterns of
I wonder how long she spends writing this sort of stuff up. Do you reckon it just comes to her? Or do you reckon that this is what she does in her spare time and this is why she's not uploading? Because she's just trying to find the most inspirational word she can find before she sits down. Because obviously she's writing this up and going over it before she records it.
Behavior or coping. In 2023, I'm going to run a half marathon. I will not be running a half marathon for weight loss. I run for me. I run to feel free. I run because having lost right at 100 pounds, I can. And as I continue to lose weight, it will only improve my ability. It'll only improve my health more. I am running a half marathon.
Will it improve your health more? I'm not so sure if it will, though. You know, you're really increasing your risk of injury with, you know, the bad knee and all of that. So I don't know.
Marathon this year for me, for all the magic running brings into my life. Today wraps up my 4th week of my half marathon training. I feel good. I feel strong. This phase of my training has been building mileage. Every week I'm a little stronger, a little more capable, both mentally and physically. I look forward to crossing that finish line, but even more so, I look forward to every bit of training from now until then, every bit of work. Others may judge, doubt, twist, mock, but I know, and my body knows. My progress matters.
That was a bit aimed at me. Doubt, twist, and mock. I don't think anybody's really mocking her, to be honest. We're not really twisting it either. Doubting comes with the fact that, you know, if you film yourself saying that you're doing a 5K run, but then like you're walking half of it, the chances of like actually jogging, let alone running 20 kilometers by the summer is highly unlikely, isn't it? That's not like doubting for the sake of just being a hater. That's just kind of science and applying the progression of what we have seen so far. So she's, I think she really doesn't understand the difference between, I'm sure she does get genuine hate comments because everybody does. It's just social media, is how it works. But like, I'm not here being mean to her. Like, I'm critical. I point out some of the things she's saying that are wrong, and it's been proven. Have I not said the majority of last year that she's not tracking her food? Because it doesn't make sense that she's not making the progress that she is claiming that she's making based on the results and based on what she claims to output. And I've said it all of last year. That's like, she's not tracking her food. It's impossible. And it's all coming out now that, yeah, actually, she wasn't tracking for the majority of the year. I'm going to guarantee the same with the walking and the steps and the exercise. I think she only does it when she's filming. I don't really think she does it otherwise. I think she films, and then on those days, she's in her fitness mode. And then otherwise, I don't think she does, to be honest.
And it is. Whether accepted by others or not is irrelevant to me. I sustain my progress, my effort, and I take responsibility for living the life I want to live.
Fuji Denso Kid, I think you will see it in the next video, maybe, because I did read the farms until now, because obviously it's been a few days since these videos have been out. So, and I did a retro react the other day. I can't remember which video it was, but basically, yes, what happened is that she was made redundant from her job, I think, something like that. She lost her job. She wasn't sacked. She was made redundant, I think, which was in 2020. And then she decided she was going to focus full time on weight loss to both basically for her health as well as to improve her chances of fertility. And basically, yeah, this is her job. Losing weight is her job. This is why she's not working, which is like cool if she doesn't have to work, you know, and if her husband can support her. But I'm not sure if the agreement is like, you know, she's kind of not coming through on the agreement. She's been doing this for almost 3 years now. And she's over a whole year, she's lost like, I don't know, allegedly like 20 pounds or something, which is like, I'm even questioning that, to be honest.
Live for finding joy in my journey. Welcome to my half marathon series. I will be sharing weekly weigh-in, check-in videos, and monthly updates. If you'd like to follow along with me, subscribe, ding the bell, but most importantly, if you take one thing away from this video, remember you're worth doing the work. You're worth figuring out what you need to live each day a little brighter and healthier. Progress compounds no matter how small, so pick one thing to do and start today.
Or you can just do what April does and start a new project every week or every month. You know, we've got a few under our belt now. All right, let's go to the other one. All right, this is a bit bigger. Let me put this on 1.5 speeds. See what you guys are saying. I trained and ran a half marathon a few years ago, and I was half awake now. I could feel the impact on my joints even then. She's going to destroy her knees. Why though? I guess because she just wants to really do this running, and I guess prove to her haters. And maybe in a way it's like a sign of fitness or something like that, running a marathon. I don't know. I'm in agreement. It's absolutely crazy. She is just going straight to a big run without doing a smaller one first. I don't know. I felt like getting a 10K done first helped me prepare. Yeah, it makes sense. Like I get sometimes though people need to have like a big goal to focus on because otherwise it doesn't motivate them and it doesn't drive them. But I just find it like it's kind of like, yeah, it would be cool to like lift a really heavy weight, but it's kind of like if, like I said, for example, 200 kilos. It's not actually a dream of mine. But for example, say I want to deadlift 200 kilos. That will be like me now maxing out at like 150 to then say, yeah, by the summer I'm going to do 200 kilos. But it doesn't work like that. You need to, like, these things take time to prepare. And if I've done 150 kilos on a very rare occasion, like that needs to become a working weight almost for me. Do you know, I don't know. It's just very strange. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't do running. I don't understand running. If you love running, then that's great. Good for you. If it makes you happy, I'm happy for you. But it's like, I just don't get it. It just seems weird that the progression to make to half a mile in such a short period of time, when you literally can't even run a whole 5 kilometers without stopping and taking your breath, or like basically being in very dangerously high heart rate range, is unusual. So she says several times she's not going to lose weight. She has given up. Yeah, I think it's kind of getting to the point. I think we'll see that a bit more in this video from what I've seen. So I kind of want to get into this because I haven't actually seen, I didn't see the other one. I haven't seen this. I saw Alan's reaction a little bit yesterday as I was getting ready. I had him on in the background, so I saw a bit of this when he was reacting to it, but I haven't seen the full thing. So let's take a gander. Oh yeah, and go and like the video or my video. I mean, like her video too if you want. I don't care. But like the stream, please, whilst you're at it, and then we'll get into it. Let's do it. She's stealing my vlog intros. Copycat. She says she doesn't watch me. This is exactly how I do my intros as well. You know, if you watch my vlogs, you know that this is how I vlog. Hey, girl. Hi. Hey, Bum Bum. My HM time 2 hours, half marathon time, 2 hours and 10 minutes. I was towards the back. That's still pretty good though, no? Because it's like 20 kilometers. That's really impressive. Like I walked 10 kilometers in around 2 hours, so 20 kilometers, that's really good. And thank you for the super chat, by the way. Was that her breakfast? Which one was hers then? Is that hers? Is that his? I mean, it's all right. Like waffles, are these homemade? I guess not. I guess these are like packet ones, right? It's not too bad. It's all right. Could be better. Could be worse. I bet that big bowl of oats was hers, though. You know, she needs to fuel herself up for her 5 kilometer run. Which, by the way, guys, a 5 kilometer run or walk, you don't need to carb load for that. I'm just going to put that out there. You really don't. You don't need to carb load for it or replenish your glycogen stores after. You'll be fine. Yeah, gotta film it all, or it didn't happen. You know, that's how it works.
My handsome, yeah. As the new year begins, I want to take more time to soak in the beauty around me, all of the little things that help me live each day a little brighter. I'm April Lauren, currently training to run my first half marathon. I've been sharing my weight loss journey here on my YouTube channel for quite some time.
You've got to imagine, right? If you're just driving along, doing your thing on your commute to work, and you see this like big woman with her 2 dogs, struggling to manage these 2 dogs with the harness that she has, and then like at the same time she's like setting up cameras and tripods everywhere. My cat has the zoomies. It's just like this is why I don't do shots like that ever when I'm vlogging, because I just feel a bit weird setting up the camera like that. Look, I don't mind it in a gym, and I'll film away from other people. And in my house, obviously, I don't mind. My apartment, I don't mind, because obviously there's nobody here. But am I gonna set up like these vlog shots when I'm like walking in the street and stuff? Like, no, I'm not. It's weird. You just look like a weirdo, don't you? Setting up your tripod and being like, oh, 1 second, let me get the shot here. I know, I feel weird doing it. Maybe I'm missing a key. I'm not vlogging the feet either, so clearly I'm missing a trick. I don't have as many subscribers as her, so.
This is another weigh-in video, and I will also be sharing some half marathon training with you.
Oh, this is too funny.
So excited to share a little bit more about my half marathon and for my first weigh-in Wednesday of 20.
Well, I can't come for her for this because my vlogs are extremely repetitive. I do the same thing pretty much every single day, so I can't come for her for that. Like, success is a lot of repetition. Granted, she hasn't had a lot of success, but usually speaking, to be successful at whatever you're doing, to get good at anything that you're doing, it just requires a lot of repetition. So I can imagine that, for example, training for a marathon vlog series is going to be boring because, you know, it's the same thing, isn't it, essentially? But yeah. Did she ever run a half marathon? No, she didn't, Megan B. So she's in preparation for that now. I think she's going to plan and do it in the summer. That's the plan. So this is her series for preparing for the marathon, from what I understand.
23.
What you doing? What you doing?
Huh? I feel bad that they followed me up here because I keep going downstairs because I keep forgetting stuff downstairs, and then I come upstairs and they come upstairs, and then I go downstairs, and then they're like, I don't know if I'm gonna go back upstairs with you, and then they don't, but then they do, and I'm like, well, now I gotta go back downstairs. So this one, she is used to my shenanigans. Boo Boo doesn't usually play, but today he's like all involved.
You chilling with me?
I don't like this eye look on her. Like, I know this has nothing to do. This is just opinion commentary. That has nothing to do with fitness or health. But it's I don't know.
But then they do, and I'm like,
it's
well,
the way she's doing the liner. I don't feel like it suits her eye shape very well. That's just my opinion. But obviously, it's nothing to do with fitness. It's just an observation. I think she's done her makeup nicer in other times.
Yeah. Welcome to my first weigh-in.
How do you set a filter in a camera? I don't know. I know. Yeah, because she's fucking hell. She's looking kind of big here. I think when you see these shots where she's doing all of this, I think that's when she has her phone. And I don't know, actually. Let's have a look. Because I have a. Let's have a look. Because I've got one of these phones. you know, a smartphone. No, I've got a Galaxy. Let's see if. So it's got portrait mode. can I affect strength? I don't know what the effects do though. Fun? Okay. I don't know. Apparently you can apparently when you have a Galaxy phone, it has like filters on it, and like it has filters that slim you down and stuff. How it works, I don't actually know. I've never looked into it because I don't use it. Like I don't really take. If I take a selfie, I usually use the Instagram. There's an Instagram filter that I like to use, but that just kind of smooths my skin out. That's the only reason that I'm using it. But she's looking kind of big here, eh? Like for real.
Wednesday
because this is what I mean. You can tell by her face. It doesn't have that weird pointiness to it that it had earlier on in some of the other videos. Hold on. This pointiness here. This is a filter, 100%. Because like nowhere is her face that pointy except for. So like even here you can see it's a lot more rounder, and that's not to do with weight or anything. I think that's just generally filters. I think she films on her phone, and I think she films with her camera. I think it depends on what she's doing. I think anyway. I don't know. Maybe everything's with the camera. That's possible. And also, I wouldn't be surprised if smart cameras these days have filters inbuilt into them. I literally won't be surprised at all.
2023. So it is time for the weigh-in portion of this video. I am changing the weigh-in portions just a little in that I am going to share more. And by more, I mean...
This is very strange. This quality here, compared to this quality here, this is not filmed with the same camera, I don't think. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Welcome to my first weigh-in Wednesday of 2020.
I don't know, I reckon maybe this is different because of the light. That's possible. And like obviously this is filmed into a mirror as well, so maybe that affects it as well, but it looks like it's completely different. Like the quality is completely different. I don't know. I'm questioning everything for the simple reason that I know that Foodie Beauty does it, and she shaves like 100 pounds. Literally, she shaves 100 pounds off herself. So
3. So it is time for the weigh-in portion of this video. I am changing the weigh-in portions just a little in that I am going to share more. And by more, I mean I feel the more important things about a weight loss journey.
Everything but the weight. So she's gonna share how she feels, how she's been eating, her emotions around it, but she's not going to share the actual weight that she lost and how she did it to lose the weight. I guarantee that's what's going to be.
And that is taking into account, that is looking at my sleep, looking at my steps, looking at some of my choices in lifestyle, and not just the number on the scale. I feel like weight loss is so. The number on the scale is not the most controllable number. Sure, you can force it down.
The number on the scale is not the most controllable number. It's not a lie. What she's saying there is true. When you're on a weight loss journey, I coach people. A lot of people don't always lose a lot of weight, but they lose, usually speaking, in measurements, or they rapidly change their body composition. So whenever anybody I coach, if they come to me and they have a goal of losing 10 pounds, 15 pounds, I always tell them also have a goal of like a dress size or a size to be around your waist or whatever your problem area is. Because sometimes when you do weight training and you're new to weight training and you tidy up your diet, a lot of people do a main gaining situation where their weight doesn't change. Obviously, after some time, there should be weight changes. But yeah, granted, you can't control the weight always. But if you're on a weight loss journey, she's not saying that anymore, is she? That she's on a journey to lose 200 pounds. 2 videos now. We haven't had that intro, right? I don't think so. But if you're on a weight loss journey, the scale coming down in weight needs to happen eventually. Now, whether it's a very slow coming down, it does need to happen eventually. And when I say slow, I don't mean like 30 pounds in a whole year when you're super morbidly obese. I mean, you're looking at least like 1 to 2 pounds, a pound a week, maybe a couple of pounds a month. But then over a whole year, that's all going to make a difference, isn't it? More than a couple of pounds a month, but yeah.
I can force the scale down.
Forcing the scale down does not create lasting change.
Never.
The work to create lasting change must be done. However, we can all choose when we do that work. There isn't a right way. Creating a healthy, sustainable lifestyle does not look the same for everyone. We start at different places.
But it kind of does, though. A healthy lifestyle is like drinking a lot of water, being active to some degree, making sure that your cardiovascular health is improving, You shouldn't be smoking. You shouldn't be drinking too much alcohol. You shouldn't be eating a lot of fast food. You should be eating mostly whole food. You should probably do a lot of your own preparing of the food so you know what goes in it. And just enjoy things like alcohol and going out for dinners and fast food and junk food and processed food in moderation. That's a healthy lifestyle. So it doesn't look different for different people. That's literally a healthy lifestyle. You can try and make it different or create, like, assign your own caveats, I guess, to it, but that's not how it is, though.
Have different challenges and a lot of other variables. Our choices are ours to make. When I started this journey, my journey, I chose and I choose to do both.
This is literally, she's just like justifying. She's like she's like being a, like somebody was saying it earlier, but she's basically being a toddler. Like, she's basically being like, I'm gonna do this because I want to do this because I choose to do it. And it's like, yeah, but it's not working for you though, is it? Like, if it was working for you, we wouldn't be sitting here and having this conversation. If you were having the success that you should be having based on what you claim to have been doing and the choices that you're making, then you wouldn't be here having to justify everything that you're doing because it's working. It's crazy, the mental gymnastics that she's going through to just, like, I don't know who she's trying to, she must be trying to convince herself, because she's definitely becoming more and more defiant with every video. But her ratios are poor as well. Like, I can't, let's see if I can see it here, because they're doing the neg ratios. See if I can find one. Hold on. Where's the ratios? Yeah, look at this. Hold on, that's not it. There's another one here. Where did I see it? Oh, here we go. 700 down to 700 downvotes, 700 upvotes. That's from the recent one. And look at this, 2,000 downvotes. So it's not working, April. People are like, people are starting to watch you, but not for the right reasons, you know?
Sustaining the habits I've built, the progress I've made while being tested in various ways has been my focus more recently. Accepting existing limitations while working to grow past them is also progress. I've not been focused on a weight loss, and now I am. Now I shall be.
So all this time, when she was saying that she is losing weight and that she is making progress, and all the faff we had about it the whole of last year, or the majority of last year, when me and Alan and some other people pointed out, and the farms were pointing out that she's not making progress, and that she's indeed regressing, it was true. We're not haters. We were right. We're not liars and mean people and evil bullies on the internet. No, we're seeing what our eyeballs are telling us. And this is an issue. Like, you can't be making such a fuss about it and make videos and basically lie to your audience that you are making all of this progress, and then like, oh yeah, I wasn't losing weight. I am now though, guys. You know, there's all those videos I was saying I was doing. No. I'm not now. From now on in, now I'm losing the weight. It's not like, you can't do that. I mean, you can. Obviously, she is, but it's not gonna go down well with the audience for the most part, because people don't like being treated like that. It's just like crazy.
And
you think so too? Huh? Hi. What's up? Daisy's judging me hard. You want to come again? You want to come for cuddle? You want to come for cuddle? Yeah? Come here then. Come here, big bum. Come here, big bum. Oh, there we go. Here we have the big bum. Big bum.
I am really looking forward to see how recording and sharing and focusing on my weight separately than on how sharing what I'm filming.
She's on 1.5 speeds here, by the way, guys. Just putting that out there.
Is going to affect me because it will be so far behind me. And if it needs to be further behind me, then that's what I'll end up doing. But I think that this is going to be, I think a month is a good timeline. And we'll see how that works out for me. We will see. Every month I'm not going to be tracking, yet a lot of them is.
Don't kiss dogs when you've got like lip oils or liquid glosses. You get hair on your lips. Ugh. I've got your hairs on my lips. Yes.
Especially the next few months, I will be tracking my food. I definitely feel a new resolve to push a little harder and push through now that I know my tubes are not blocked. I really didn't understand how much that affected me, but I think part of me just accepted that. And so let's just go ahead. Hello.
Yeah.
No, you so look at that tail. Oh, it stopped as soon as I started recording. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. She is using a different video. camera. Filters confirmed. Trust me on this. She's using filters. Filters confirmed.
Goes a little tail action. A little tail action. Hi, Chickaroonie. Did she come all the way down?
Yeah.
Yesterday. Long.
How's the videos?
I did one. Like, I did it, so it's done. I just need to look. I don't know how the footage is going to be. Hi, beautiful.
It's a bit awkward, wasn't it? Let me slow that down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yesterday. Long.
How's the videos?
I did one. Like, I did it, so it's done. I just need to look. I don't know how the footage is going to be. Hi, beautiful boy.
Why would she leave that in? It's weird, isn't it? I personally would probably cut that out because clearly that was an awkward moment between the two of them. But there you go.
You like it up here?
I like them up here.
Yeah.
I was gonna work out today.
So let's go.
What did he say?
I was gonna work out today.
Let me slow him down. Hold on.
Done. I just need to look. I don't know how the footage. Yeah.
I was gonna work out today.
I can't hear what he's saying. I'm not going to work out today. She doesn't seem impressed regardless by what he's saying, though. It's very weird to leave this in. If you're editing a video, like, I don't know.
So let's.
Yeah, it's because she's not uploaded at all pretty much this month. How many videos is she doing? Let's have a look. So she's literally done, what, 2 videos? 4 videos in the whole month. And the views are not amazing on them either. Like, she's probably made... I mean, she had a sponsorship, but based on those views, I'm going to guess maybe... not... a few $100, maybe? If even that. Yeah, no, a bit more than a few hundred. Maybe like 600 or something. If even that. I mean, this one is still... I mean, yeah, this... No, for January. For January, she made 3 videos in January. Yeah, it's no surprise that Kenny's maybe not happy about that.
And get back to it. So last week I averaged 6 hours and 18 minutes of sleep a night. So I didn't get that every night. I got, I guess, less and more, but that's what it worked out to be. And I don't know if I trust the Garmin sleep score, but my average sleep score for the last week was 62, which is quite low. So hopefully, as I continue forward, my sleep.
I wonder, as Alan was talking about yesterday, but I wonder if she does have sleep apnea, because 62 is pretty poor. I don't know what my sleep score is. I'm sure mine is really bad, because I sleep really bad. But yeah, I don't know what a normal sleep score is, but I wouldn't be surprised if she does have maybe some sleep apnea.
Will get better because that just sucks. My water intake this week has been way better, but I definitely did not meet my goal of 1 gallon a day every single day. So I really want to focus on getting my water in, and I'm going to start tracking that water, just like I'm.
Sorry, I just saw this comment and I had to look at it. I had a full day today in the gym, bro. I have a crush on Watch Me Fella 100 kilos deadlift. I said, watch me. I actually meant I was trying to impress him. I'm sure the fact that he even attempted to and got some lifts before him impressed him, because there's not often you see with women lifting 100 kilos. The fact that he attempted it, I'm impressed for you. If I was a gym bro, I would be impressed.
Tracking my food. And as far as tracking, I will touch base on if I'm tracking or not every week, how I've done. And this week I just started tracking, and I didn't start at the beginning. So I've been tracking, but at the beginning. So I've food. And as far as tracking, that just sucks. My water intake this week has been way better, but I definitely did not meet my goal of 1 gallon a day every single day.
How much is a gallon? Is that 3.5 liters? 4.5 liters. Yeah, that sounds about a right amount of water to drink. I mean, if you're exercising, maybe a bit more, but yeah, a gallon sounds about right. I drink about 1.5 to 2.
So I really want to focus on getting my water in, and I'm going to start tracking that water, just like I'm tracking my food. And as far as tracking, I will touch base on if I'm tracking or not every week, how I've done. And this week I just started tracking. And
so she started when did she do that weight loss video about when did she do that one? That's not that long ago, is it? With the goals for 2020 and how she's going to keep losing weight. Hold on. Oh no. Let's see. So she did that 2 weeks ago. How the tactics on how she's going to continue to lose weight. And I mean, obviously this could have been filmed a day later. I don't know, but it sounds like that this was uploaded this week or in the last. It looks like this was filmed and uploaded within a fairly similar time span. Maybe not. Maybe she's doing like the Amberlynn thing, where she's just uploading things in just any which order. But if she uploaded this video, what she's her tactics over 2 weeks ago, but she only started tracking her calories this week, then what's she been doing for 2 weeks? Or at least a week and a half. It's like over a week and a half that's been lost. Doing what exactly? It's not so hard to start tracking and weighing things out.
And I didn't start at the beginning, so I've been tracking, but it's not really reportable, I guess, yet. So, and the big number, I guess, that maybe some of you are here for, since I haven't shared this in over a month. This week, I weighed in at 255.9 pounds, which is up a little bit since the last time I shared my weight. Has been lower than it was in.
I don't believe she's 355 pounds. My weight has fluctuated daily, weekly, yet I've never hit close to 4% change up or down. I maintained this range throughout the holidays and a lot of stresses without force. I mean, 4% is relevant to obviously the bigger you are, the more 4% is. So it's kind of relevant. It sounds like a small number, but I don't know, 4% on like a 700-pound body or 4% on like a 70-pound body. It's two different things, isn't it? Weight change, weight fluctuations, and mortality. I'm not too sure what the point of this study is that she's putting in there. Katarina theory, she subtracts week low from previous week. Subtracts the week low from the previous week. Possible. I think she's definitely skewing the numbers, and she's not being honest about it either. I don't know what she's doing. I just don't think she is 350 pounds altogether. I mean, weight fluctuations do happen. It is normal for your weight to fluctuate, but regardless, if you're somewhat on point, there should always be a downward trend in general.
November, and it has been higher than it is now. And it's not a weight gain situation, it's a weight fluctuation. A stable.
And it's interesting how there's somebody selling the farms that basically she's saying how it's a fluctuation when she goes up, but when there is a 0.3 pound loss, it's a loss for the week. It's a success. But you go up several pounds, it's a fluctuation.
Weight was defined as less than a 4% change in body weight over a period of time. My weight has been stable since July 2022. Small weight fluctuations are part of life. Sometimes our bodies.
Why is she justifying this? Look, at the end of the day, if you know you haven't fucked up on your diet and you've been on point and you've not eaten like a complete shithead, and there is a fluctuation, there's nothing to worry about. She is working. She is like over. You know, when somebody's like lying and they over tell a story to make it seem real, this is what she's doing now. So this to me is only more indication that she is not up just a couple of pounds. She's probably up a lot more than a couple of pounds because she's working very hard to explain weight fluctuations. Yeah, we know weight fluctuations happen. Sometimes you don't have a crop for a few days. Your weight's going to be up. Sometimes you have an intense training session. Sometimes you sleep very badly. Sometimes you eat a lot of carbs. Sometimes you eat a lot of sodium. Sometimes it's a combination of all of these things. You're on your period. There's many things that can cause a fluctuation. Fluctuations are indeed normal. But the justification that she's going through by inserting quotes and studies and additional quotes, this makes me feel like she is working very hard to excuse her weight gain. And it's a lot more than just a couple of pounds. Because if you're up a couple of pounds from Christmas, there's no need to justify all of this. Why doesn't she step on the scale? Kalatia May. She doesn't because she wants to weigh herself naked. And she feels that if she films that when she's on the scale, she can't film herself naked. She can't be naked because she doesn't want to expose herself. But that's complete BS because you can literally tilt your camera in such an angle that it just only shows the scale. And if you want to, you can still, even in edit, you can crop out where it only shows the number. Or you can cover something over the scale or blur it out. Like she does a lot of edits in her video. So I'm positive that April is skilled enough to edit her stepping on a scale in such a way that it doesn't show her funny in the reflection if she wants to weigh herself naked. 100%. I don't doubt that for a second. But it's just an excuse. She doesn't step on the scale because the scale shows the truth. And this is also why we haven't had that DEXA scan thing that she did a while back. So yeah. Does she actually watch you? yeah, hit the like button, please, please, please. That would be much appreciated. Does she actually watch you? I don't know. I think she probably has people that watch me and then they report back to her. If she actually watches me, I don't know. If her husband watches me, I generally don't know. Maybe she does. I have no idea.
Cold water due to stress, an inflammatory response to medicine, allergies, we have our period, bloat, all of which can cause a temporary increase on the scale. That is not permanent weight gain. The opposite is true too. Maybe we get a little dehydrated, don't eat carbs, or something else that results in a temporary shift down. There will always be a degree of fluctuation morning to night, day to day. It's the trend over time that matters.
This week I weighed in at 255.9 pounds, have not been focused on a weight loss.
Going through the challenges of the last year tested me. Allowing myself space to focus on what I needed is progress. I have made lasting changes. These changes sustain my progress. Being tested.
She's not progressed though. Like, this is the thing. Like, she's claiming that she's made progress, but she hasn't. Like, she gets very easily agitated by things people are saying. She feels the need to always justify whatever she's doing. If you're genuinely proud of what you're doing and you genuinely believe in yourself, you don't have to justify and over-explain yourself at any opportunity. She's admitted herself that she hasn't lost really any weight over a whole year, so she hasn't made changes. Like, she hasn't progressed. She hasn't sustained progress. No, you lost some weight by starting to exercise, and that's it. Like, nothing has changed since then. Teenage Riot, thank you for that £10 super chat. I appreciate it. I'm sure she's got a smart scale that will automatically graph her weight changes. She would show that if she was interested in being honest. I agree. She would definitely show her. This is the one thing. If she wanted to no, don't eat it. Don't eat it. No. If she no. If she really wanted to prove people wrong, no, Violet. If she really wanted to prove people wrong, that's the one thing she would do. She would step on a scale. Like, that would shut me up instantly. And, like, ideally, not a scale at home that can be, as we have seen with other people in the fat loss community, they can be, you can tear the scales. It's, what was I going to say? You know, I would want her to step on a scale, like with a DEXA scan or something like that.
Did increased my confidence.
Don't worry, Ada. The live will stay up on the replay. Your studies are far more important than my live stream, so you can reward yourself with watching it on the replay when you're done studying.
And my faith. I know where I'm going, and I know I will keep it off.
Hello.
Going forward, I will be tracking my food, and the last thing I want to touch on weekly is just events or things that may have happened. Things that may have happened over the course of the last week that would affect me.
Trouble in paradise, for sure. I find it very odd that she is leaving all of these weird interactions between them in. Like, I don't really comment on their relationship because it's not really relevant to what I'm doing here on the channel, but it's very obvious that in this particular video, something is up. I don't know, maybe she's on her period and she's just irritable, because I know that I can be very short-tempered when I'm doing my period. So maybe something like that. But I find it very odd that she is keeping all of this in. Yeah, she must be seething at her sister. Maybe. Because her sister's pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. Her sister's kind of funny. She was all up in the comment section, you know. And she's successful too. And she's honest. And she tracks her food. And she steps on the scale, doesn't she? Yes. Yes, my little tiger. You're my little tiger. Yes.
Overall. And
sorry, I'll continue her in a second. I always weigh my protein after cooking, because often when you cook it, it loses liquid because they inject it with fluids. So yeah, after. That's what I do.
Sometimes I might do that in like a vlog form, and then sometimes I might just point back, and that's what I'm going to do now. So this past week, I did my mile for time, which was good. I had a cold, which sucked. I took a lot of cold medicine, and that never sits well with me. All that being said, my little non-scale victory moment is I did my fastest mile that I've done yet, and that was 14 minutes and 3 seconds, and I feel like I could go a lot faster, so we're gonna have to see this month. And the other thing was we ran into the new year. So I love that for us. I don't know at what point on New Year's Eve, we both had runs to do. And I was like, you know, we should be running at night. And so I forced us out of the house, and I took the pups with me. If I have a shorter distance, I like to take the pups with me when I run, and they just trot along beside me since I'm slow. And so our whole little family, including the fur babies, I
wonder if she actually filmed this in the beginning of the year and she's only uploading it now. I wonder.
Ran into the new year, and it was really special, and I'm happy that we did that. It was a good time. And that's going to wrap up the weigh-in portion of this video. So if you've made it this far in the video, drop a heart in the comments below and let me know. And let's go to Sam's Club.
It's a bit weird, isn't it, also? Are you going to clean me too? Are you cleaning me too? Thank you, Violet. Oh, you're cleaning Mummy. Thank you, baby girl. Oh, yes, little cat licks. Little cat licks for Mummy. Yes.
In October, I got a running assessment done, and I just really wanted to check in. I was wanting to start going faster, and I wanted to check in on my form because up to that point, everything I had done, it feels good, and I don't want to have pain. Even now, like, pain is a sign that I will be
Her deadlift isn't that bad, to be honest. I think the shoes are maybe not appropriate, but her deadlifts aren't so bad.
stopping whatever I'm doing, and like discomfort, something to push through, but there's a big difference in pain and discomfort. And so I got a running assessment, and that really built up my confidence.
She needs to sit on her heels more. She shouldn't be coming up on her tippy toes. But I'm guessing there's like, because she's like trying to sort of half snatch it
In my running, and it sparked a little hope, and I ended up needing to have that hope, and I held on to that as I went through some things. I kept thinking I'm gonna try to run a marathon, and then I found an opportunity.
Yeah, she's not stable at all. She's coming really into her toes here. She needs to be sitting into her heels more, and I think that's 100% the shoe she's wearing. She'd be better off doing this in socks or something like Converses or like lifting shoes. But not, oh, I didn't know I could do that. Professional YouTuber over here. Or like, I don't mean like lifting shoes as in squat shoes, but what's it called? Like with the flat sole.
And I was like, okay, I think I'm going to do this. And then in December, I was like, I need guidance. I need guidance.
He's out of breath from that.
And so I got a running coach to work with me regularly. And that was very hard because it meant giving up a lot of the other things that I enjoy doing. With my half marathon training, everything I do is intentional. So the workouts that I do are intentionally.
Why is she always wearing black as well? Do you reckon that's because it's slimming? Because she always had all of these funky gym clothes, didn't she? All these fun colors and stuff. She's always wearing black when she's training nowadays.
Building up weaker points on my body.
So, I mean, I'm not one to hate on black. I wear a lot of black, but
so that I have better, stronger form and more capability. And so it was a change, and I'm going to do more videos on it, but I thought I would share a little bit of the training for the rest of.
Why would she even bother learning a pistol squat? Like, pistol squats are, they're first of all really hard to do, and second of all, they're like pretty bad for your knees. Like, you need to have you need to have a lot of stability in there. I'm not going to say they're a pointless exercise, because they're not, but really for what she's trying to do, like, there's no need for her to learn how to do a pistol squat. Like, I've never done a pistol squat in my life, and I don't know, this is not necessary.
This week, I didn't video everything, and I likely won't video everything because there's a weird line in being able to be productive and then sharing. And I need to prioritize being productive and moving my needle forward more than filming. And so with my marathon training and weight loss, like, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But I'm so excited to share what I can when I can with you. And I really enjoy seeing the progress of intentionally training for something specific, meaning like a specific purpose behind what I'm doing. It's really cool.
Isn't that what she's been doing like all along though? Like, all of these challenges, she's been training all of these decas, all of these 75 hearts, all of these things. She's been training for an intention and a purpose, right? Or am I wrong? It's like, I don't know. I don't understand why this is different from all the other challenges she's been doing. I mean, it's a different way of training, I get that, but she's making it sound like she's never shared like a training journey on her channel, when that's literally all she's been doing is start different journeys and quit them.
That have these workouts that maybe I don't get all of the little details.
What,
but I do
what are these quarter reps, April? Come on now.
them, and then in my next.
What is that? What? There's no locking out. There's no contraction. This is not how you hip thrust, people. Come on.
Run, not the very next run, but like a week or two later, I start feeling.
What is that? She doesn't come down. No, this is not good. I can't approve of this lift. Not one rep was done here, guys.
Improvements that I didn't even know.
See you later, April. Avril. Sorry, I don't know what was April. It's because I'm talking about her. Have a good time with your cat. Hopefully everything's fine. Take care.
Needed to improve, and that's pretty
This
great.
bloody hip thrust.
So for now, I have 2 strength training workouts a week, 1 lower body, 1 upper body, and then 1 or 2 sessions that are no impact. So like on an assault bike. And then I also do yoga, and I also have run days. So this week specifically, I had 2 2-mile runs and then a 4-mile run, and everything is going really good. I occasionally go run with the run club, or I'll go and I'll walk with the run club depending on how much the mileage is for the days of the run club meet. And it's been really helpful and encouraging to be with people who are doing something similar, that have similar goals. And it's awesome just to see people accept themselves where they are while working to progress and get better, and to do so without judging negatively, at least in front of me, themselves or others. And I love that. I love that about the running community. I love that about the OCR community. I love that about most fitness related communities. People are just happy to be there to work on themselves and encourage those around them. I know that's not blanketly true everywhere, but I enjoy it. I enjoy it when it's there. And I was very nervous for this run, and I did it. I did it. I loved it. And
She's looking massive here in this shot, huh? I wonder if she's using her real camera or her phone.
I did it. I did it. I loved it. And
look how big she's looking here. That's mad. That's not like fat shaming or anything. That's just like, she looks a lot bigger than she was doing before.
And
damn.
I'm excited to see what the next long run brings.
I just finished my longest run, but I feel really good, feel really strong. Great way to end the first week of marathon training of 2023, and great way to end a long run. I am pumped that I feel as good as
I reckon she uses face and body filters, you know, and I don't reckon she put one on here. I don't know. I just don't believe that that's the way. That's my opinion, and until I get proven wrong, I'm going to stick with it. And if I'm wrong, I'll apologize. But for now, I'm on the. She's using a lot of filters, including body filters.
My hope is that my good feelings continue tomorrow, and that I still feel good on my next run day, which I don't think is until Tuesday. So got a little bit of time.
Sunday, I felt great. Like I felt strong. I didn't have any soreness or any places of concern, and that made me feel so happy, and it made me look forward to the next week. And thanks for letting me share a little bits of my marathon, my half marathon training with you, and my weight loss journey. Thanks for encouraging me. I'm so grateful for you.
Oh, all right. Well, do we reckon she's going to run a marathon? I reckon she'll do it. I don't reckon she's going to run it though. I mean, she doesn't run 5 kilometers, so how's she going to run a half marathon? I think she'll participate, and she'll probably take like 5-6 hours to do it, which means that she obviously walked it. No, a single discussion of her eating, random sarcasm, a little bit. She said she's going to update us moving forward about tracking, because she only just started tracking. She's going to update us on the tracking and how she did with that. Just not right now. So I guess we'll get updates on that if she's successful, and if she's not successful, she's not going to tell us. I am. Thank you so much for the super chat. Or is it a sticker? If it's a sticker, I can't see it because I'm using StreamYard. But thank you for the donation, nonetheless. I can see her walking a marathon, a half a marathon, not a full one. Yeah, not a full one. That would take a whole day, right? Yeah. No way. I think she will do it, though. I think she'll probably participate and just do it the April way, you know, and get like the participation trophy, basically. I would kill for a body language guy collab. I don't know who that is, actually. I've never heard of him. She'll drop this challenge in 2 weeks. I don't think she will. I think she will definitely do it. She's just going to walk it. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Oh, I'm talking of walking and etc. I need to walk my troubles. Let's see. Daisy? Daisy? Do you want to go for pee-pee? Do you want to go for pee-pee? Huh? She's like, no, I'm not bothered. It's late, Mum. I want to go to sleep. No, she does need to go for pee. Because otherwise they'll wake me up at 2 o'clock needing to go for a pee. And I'm not about that life. Oh, it's been a while, actually, that they were sick in the middle of the night. And I had to take them out. It's a nightmare, but you need to do it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you very much for coming. Do be sure to like the stream if you haven't already before you go. Subscribe to my vlog channel if you haven't already. It's in the description. Can I put it in there? I think it's still linked. Is it still my copy? It is still my copy. So go and subscribe to that if you haven't already. Yeah, that's it, really. So I'll be back when you'll see me next, which I probably won't upload tomorrow, but I will definitely be back on Monday with a reaction for you guys. So I'll see you then. Have a good weekend. Bye.